family. This is Blessed by Yah with another message from my garden. So today we're going to talk about some foods that we eat every day that actually have healing properties in them. So we know that in Alma 46 and 40 that the Father said that he made many foods and vegetables and roots for the healing of our body. And so we're going to talk about four today. We're going to talk about onions, garlic, ginger, and honey. So I have some here and we're going to go inside and wash it up and we're going to talk about those four things. And then I'm going to show you how I make some syrups that are good to boost your immune system and that have antimicrobial and antibacterial properties. So let's go inside. Okay, family, so now we got all of our vegetables and everything all washed up. But before we talk about, before I show you how I make my syrups, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the properties that are in each one of these items. Some things that you'll know, but there were a lot of things once I started researching this and reading that there were some things that I didn't know that they were good for. Like, okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is onions. Now, everybody knows, onions have a lot of healing properties. Well, as far as the culinary part of it goes, I put onions in everything because I love onions. But did you know that onions are used to draw toxins out of your body? It also helps with fever, to lower a fever. I actually used it for that when I got a really bad cold one year, and I put onions under my feet. Now, when I went through this cold, I didn't take any of the over-the-counter drugs or anything. I just used all natural remedies, and they worked really well. So it's used for toxins, lowering fever. They say it's really good for heart health. But here's some of the other things I found. Onions contain antioxidants and compounds that help prevent heart disease by fighting inflammation and lowering triglycerides and cholesterol levels. Antioxidants are compounds that inhibit oxidation. I think some of you may have known that. A process that may lead to cellular damage and also contribute to diseases such as cancer and diabetes. Onions contain at least 17 types of flavonoids. Red onions in particular contains anthocyanins, plant pigment in the flavonoid family that give red onions their deep color. So it has flavonoids, 17 different types of flavonoids, okay? Onions fight growth of bacteria, support gut health with prebiotics. Onions are a rich source of fiber and prebiotics, which are necessary for optimal gut health. So we all know that, if you have too much bad bacteria in your gut, that it can cause a lot of other health problems. So gut health is something that's really important for your body also. Prebiotics are non-digestible types of fiber that are broken down by beneficial gut bacteria. Onions also boost your immune system, reduces inflammation, and enhances digestion. So I thought they just taste good. A lot of us did, but they have some other benefits. So think about combining onions and those benefits with something else, which is what we're going to do. But let's go to number 2, which is garlic. Garlic also boosts the immune system. It also lowers cholesterol, and it also helps with blood pressure. It detoxes your body, and it's good for bone health and lowering your risk of dementia. So it's good for brain function. I know I could use that. Oxidative damage from free radicals contribute to the aging process and related cognitive decline. So you want to keep your brain functioning properly? Get you some garlic. Garlic contains antioxidants also that support your body's protective mechanisms against oxidative damage. So here we go again with that word, oxidative damage, cognitive decline. So garlic is going to help with those things too, just like onions, okay? It lowers the risk of related diseases like Alzheimer's. Okay? Eating garlic may help detoxify heavy metals in the body. Now that one I didn't know. It helps detoxify heavy metals in the body. At high doses, the sulfur compounds in garlic have been shown to protect against organ damage from heavy metal toxicity. Hey, that's great. That's a reason alone to eat more garlic, even though it tastes great on my garlic bread. Okay? Allicin in garlic can help reduce levels of lead in your blood and vital organs. Here's a study. A 2012 study involving employees at a car battery plant who had excessive exposure to lead found that garlic reduced lead levels in the blood by 19%. It also reduced many chemical signs of toxicity, including headaches and high blood pressure. 3 doses of garlic each day even overperformed the drug D-penicillamine in reducing symptoms. Here was a good one. In World War II, when facing penicillin shortages, some medics applied garlic as a replacement. Did you hear that? They used garlic to replace penicillin. There you go. Get you some garlic. Okay, number 3 is ginger. Ginger eases stomach pain, can treat nausea and motion sickness, and helps with osteoarthritis and chronic indigestion. Ginger contains gingerol, a main bioactive component in ginger, which properties aid digestion, reduces nausea, and helps to fight the common flu and cold. Gingerol is also a powerful anti-inflammatory. That's great for me. So, for all of us that them joints kind of aching, might help us. And antioxidant effects. Reduces stress from free radicals in the body. Ginger may help relieve, it may help relieve nausea and vomiting, including pregnancy-related nausea, which we all know we call morning sickness. So it also helps with morning sickness. Okay? Get you some ginger. May help reduce cancer risks. Ginger may have anti-cancer properties due to the gingerol and various other antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. There is some evidence that these compounds may help reduce the risk of gastrointestinal cancer, such as colorectal cancer, pancreatic cancer, and liver cancer. May improve brain function. Here's another one. Garlic, they both, and ginger both help with brain function and cognitive decline. So, hey, that's great. Put them together, what you got? Something powerful. Now, did you know, these are some things that I didn't know about ginger. Ginger increases serotonin and dopamine levels, which may cause depression. Ginger can also provide benefits for anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Didn't know that either. Something else I didn't know about ginger. Let me see. Oh, let me look. I think that's in this book. Okay, and get you some books. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I think I told you that one already. Okay, so there you go. So there are some great properties that can be found in using ginger. So let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is honey. So some of the things that people get confused about or that I heard is like, what is with the different types of honey? Raw honey, pure honey, 100% honey. What does all of that mean? And so basically what that's saying is if they say it's raw honey or pure honey or unfiltered honey, and all of that are just words for saying, it's talking about how the honey was processed. But it's also letting you know that the honey that you have in that jar was actually made from bees. It wasn't made in a lab or in a factory. It was actually comes naturally from bees. Now, filtered honey and unfiltered honey. Unfiltered honey is honey that still has all the pollen and everything in it. It hasn't been filtered out. Which is good for people who have seasonal allergies, because if you go to a nursery and you find unfiltered local honey, it really helps with seasonal allergies because you get all the properties of, the plants and things that grow locally in the area where you live. So it helps your body to build up a tolerance to it. So let's get into it. Okay, it says pure honey is taken from a hive and generally filtered to remove any dirt, pollen, dead bugs, etc. before being packaged. That don't sound so great, do it? Raw honey, however, is taken directly from the hive without any filtration and placed into packaging. Honey contains a mix of amino acids, vitamins, minerals, iron, zinc, antioxidants. In addition to its use as a natural sweetener, honey is used as an anti-inflammatory, there go that word again, antioxidant, and antibacterial. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial. Honey is some good stuff, okay? Honey is rich in vitamins and nutrients. It lowers your glycemic index. It has a lower glycemic index, than refined sugar. It has high levels of antioxidant. It promotes cellular growth and regeneration. It's a natural antiseptic. Honey's thick texture and antioxidants and antimicrobial properties provide excellent relief for cough symptoms and cold symptoms. And so that's one of the ways that I'm going to show you that I use them. I make them into different types of syrups for the winter, okay? Benefits of honey can help with wounds and burn therapy. Honey is rich in flavonoids, including in y'all know I can't pronounce these words. Polyphenols, including flavonoids, an effective cough suppressant, supports healthy gut, strengthens immune system, nourishes your skin and your face, boosts your memory. It's good for memory. It's a natural home remedy. This was something I didn't know either. It's a natural home remedy for dandruff. So if you're having some problems with dandruff, there you go. Get you some honey. As a natural sleep aid. I didn't know that either. And so one of the things that I like about honey, which you may not have known, is honey also never goes bad and can be kept for years. Okay? Get you some honey. Okay. So those are the 4 things that I have. I hope some of that helped you. But like I always say, I'm not a doctor. Do your own research. You'll find a lot more benefits for these things, once you start researching them for yourself. Because you know what situations you have going on and what you need better than I know. And so in doing more research, I'm just giving you the, surface level of what they're good for, so that we won't just look at these things as something to eat, as a culinary delicacy, but we will start looking at them for the healing properties that they have in them. So the Father said that everything we needed, that, he gave us, he put on this earth. Ecclesiastes 8:38-4. Let me just read this to you. It says, the Lord hath created medicine out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So he's put medicine in the earth. It's the food. Which all we got to do is eat it. Let's look at Alma 40. I think I talked about this outside. Alma 46:40. And it says, and there were some who died with fever, which at some seasons of the year were very frequent in the land. but not so much so with fever because of the excellent quality of the many plants and roots which God had prepared to remove the cause of diseases. So he's put this stuff out here. Roots, plants, all of this stuff. Somebody once said, food is our medicine. So there you have it. So now, give me 1 second and we're going to talk about some of the syrups. Thank you. Okay, family, we're back and I'm going to let you see what I usually do with my honey, my garlic, my onions, and my ginger, okay? So one of them I already have done. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, so that you can see what I'm doing. You won't be able to really see me, I guess, but that's okay. Okay, so we have our onion cut up here, and I have a whole onion, and I have a whole bulb of garlic, okay? So we're going to sit the ginger aside just for a second. And so for the first one that I'm going to do, I basically use it's great for cold and flu symptoms, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our jar and we're going to add our garlic. Okay. We're going to add our garlic. We're going to add our onions, our whole onion. Okay, so we know our onion has all of our antioxidants. Our garlic has antioxidants. It has properties to fight free radicals. Okay, and so that's about half full. Okay, and then we have all of our healing properties that's in our raw honey. Okay. So we're going to take this and I could do it this way. We're going to take this and we're going to fill our jar with honey. Let me just 1 second. Okay, so we want to kind of stir this a little so that the honey can get down in here. And the honey will start its fermentation process with the mixture of garlic and onions, okay? And so we also know that honey never goes bad. So it's also going to help to preserve our mixture. So now that I got that nice and mixed up, I'm going to fill it up with more honey, okay? So now, what I do is I put the top on this, and the honey will start to ferment the onions and the garlic, and it'll release all of the beneficial nutrients from the honey and the garlic. And so I usually, when I make this, I cover it and I let it sit. Doesn't have to be real tight, but I let it sit for about 7 to 14 days so that it can ferment. Okay? And so this is an excellent remedy for colds and flu. Helps to get rid of fever. It helps as a cough suppressant to soothe your throat. And it has all of your antimicrobial and antibacterial properties in it. It has antioxidants in it. And so in opposed to going to the store and getting cold remedies, you can use this. Okay? So I did the same thing. I do a same mixture with my garlic. Set this aside. With my garlic and honey. So this one, I already have a lot of these jars already mixed up. It's the same thing. I chop the ginger up. I'm sorry, I said garlic. I meant to say ginger. I chop the ginger up, and I fill the container with some honey, and I do the exact same thing. You know, and you get all of the powerful benefits of the ginger that we talked about, plus the benefits of the honey. So I hope you found this helpful. Oh, another way, you know, if you don't want to use it, you know, if you don't want just the ginger and the honey plain, you can also make you a ginger and honey tea. Add you a little bit of lemon, and you can make a tea. Okay, just remember that a lot of times that whenever you add heat to these properties, it takes away some of the natural benefits. But if you want all of the powerful benefits that you get in this that we talked about earlier, you know, try to do it raw if you can without the heat. So that's all I have for you today, family. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate all of you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of any other videos that I do in the message from my garden segment. So I love and appreciate you all. This is Blessed by Yah saying, love one another, be kind to one another. And until next time, shalom.